Hi guys, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Shalom Naya. If you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please do subscribe, like, comment, share, and do all those nice things so that we can get to interact and get to know each other better. I am so excited about this particular video because those drum rolls have backfired, but it's the last day of 2019. Like, who would have thought would have come this year were it not for the grace and mercies of our Lord Jesus Christ? By the way, if he was not on our side, I don't think we would have come this far. But we are excited that we've been able to see the last day of this year, and we're looking forward to 2020. And so, as you have read on the title, this particular video is titled It Gets Better. So this video is a dedication to two kinds of people. Number one, the people who are celebrating, like uko tu poa, uko fine kabisa. I am just here to celebrate with you, my bro, my sister. I'm here to just celebrate with you and what God is doing in your life. And also for the people who are going through a very trying season in their life, I am here just to encourage you and just to tell you, by the way, it does get better. So for the first category, I join with you in celebrating what the Lord has done in your life. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a resolution that you had made for this year and you have seen God coming through for you, or maybe it was not something that was in your resolution, and vile tu Bible inasema that God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all you could ever think or imagine. That is what has actually happened to you. So I am here to celebrate with you, and I'm here to just cheer you on and to celebrate what God has done in your life and to encourage you to stay faithful, and there are greater days that are ahead of you. For me as well, this year has been amazing. It's not to say that it has not had its share of trying times. It has had. There are moments where you look around and you're like, Jesus Christ, like, did I miss a step? Did I, or what happened? Yeah, so I've had those moments as well, and there are moments where you are asking yourself, akiapa manzeeee, God, where are you? And in those moments, by the way, the Lord has been very faithful and constantly reminded me and caused me to experience his presence and his power in a phenomenal way. I also get to understand when people are going through hard times and you're looking around and you're seeing everyone else is celebrating. I was there. Manzeeee, the pressure is real. So in the out of context kidogo, but one of the reasons why I started this vlog was to just learn how to self-disclose some things. Personally, for guys who know me, I'm not the kind of person who really talks about myself so much. We talk about many things. We'll talk about the weather, we'll talk about the government and how they've decided to change to Boxing Day to Utamaduni Day. We'll have fun and all those things, but I rarely get to talk about myself. So this particular video and vlogs are actually an attempt to that end. So in 2017, now this is me being vulnerable. Are you ready for it, guys? Actually, these drum rolls are really backfiring, but we'll get actual ones. So in 2017 was a rough year. I honestly even can't remember how that year began, but it was honestly a very rough year. Towards the end of 2016, getting into 2017, there were ruined relationships, just friendships and people who were working together. And so by the time we were crossing over to 2017, by the way, it was not really as exciting. So also towards the end of April, was it April? No, it was in May. I went through a heartbreak. Heartbreak. By the way, tunasemaga tusiblame shetani. But by the way, where do heartbreaks come from? Because they're not coming from God. By the way, they are not coming from God. I don't know where they're coming from. So in May, I went through a major heartbreak. It was my first heartbreak. My people, as Rono would say, my chest. Hey. So in May, what happened is, after that heartbreak, because of how intense that particular season was, I never got to deal with that pain. So I was just like, we will shelve this, we'll deal with this particular whatever I was feeling then some other time. For those who don't know, I was engaged in politics in some way. There were some candidates that I was supporting and stuff like that. So that particular season, especially May, June, mounting up to August, they were really intense. There was so much that needed to be done, yet there was very little time. So you rarely got to maybe even internalize some of the things that you're going through. Because, by the way, politics, the political space, is another messed up space. Like, I don't even know. I don't think actually I was, at an individual level, I don't think I was prepared for that particular space, and especially at that particular season. It was gruesome, it was hurtful, it was devastating, all sorts of things put in one particular pot. So August came, elections came and went, and September I went back to work. Going back to work, now you can imagine all these pressures, they're piling up, they're piling up, they're piling up. I'm not dealing with any one of them. September, I go back to work. Going back to work, there are also frustrations to that end, to the extent that towards the end of November, I actually resigned. So by the time I was resigning, I was broken beyond description. Number one, I had not dealt with the heartbreak. Number two, the gruesome experiences that we went through during the political season. Then number three, the work experience. Like, by the way, and then during that particular season, especially that political season, I was not able to really socialize with my friends. So there are some friends who I really felt were a bit distant. And it is not because they were not reaching out. They were, but it's also because of how crazy my schedule was at that particular season. So I honestly did feel like I was alone and I was broken. Like, by the way, I used to feel like I should walk with a poster on my forehead written, handle with care. Because I was broken, I was devastated, I was hurt. And I really thank God for my parents for that particular season, because God actually used them to strengthen my faith and to remind me of God's plan and purpose for my life. And I remember, let me tell you even the craziest thing about this particular season. Kwanza, that particular December period now, because at that particular season is when I was now trying to internalize, and I could feel the weight. It was falling on me like, siwezi hata explain. Like, you just feel like, just look at me and just imagine unafeel kama inatoka trailer, like inakunywes, si itakunywes, inakupita juu, you know, and you're not dying, you're just there and you can feel the pain. I don't know if you get what I mean, you know. So what happened that particular season, to add salt to injury, I was scrolling through social media and stuff like that. And I don't know if you notice that, especially between November and December, people are always celebrating. Kuna anniversaries, kuna graduations, like, life is happening in people's lives. And so when I was going through Facebook and just going through what is happening in people's lives, I got to that place where I was feeling like everyone else's life is moving on apart from me. And I felt like the world is being unfair, and I honestly did go to a place where I'd question God, and I'd ask why am I feeling the way I'm feeling and stuff like that. But I'm grateful to God, because let me tell you, even in that particular season, you're not able to pray, you're not able to even read the Bible. Because I remember there are times I'd go to pray and I start crying, like I don't even understand. Like, you're just there and tears are falling and you're wondering, what is not happening? Shalom, put yourself together. And I'm not even able to put myself together. And so when I speak about being broken, I honestly have an idea of what it means to be broken. But this message goes out to you, that it actually does get better. Now, I don't know how that better looks like for you. I have no clue. I don't know what you need God to come. I don't know what you need for God to come through for you in this particular season. But my encouragement to you, my bro and my sis, is that God is faithful and it does get better. My encouragement is for you to continue waiting upon the Lord. There's a verse in Isaiah that talks about that, that says, and they that wait upon the Lord, he shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings like eagles. They shall run and not grow weary. They shall walk and not faint. And that's my encouragement to you, that as you wait upon the Lord, he will faithfully come through for you. You will not walk and not grow weary. You will run and you will not faint, because God is faithful. I am looking forward to sharing more content with you and just sharing life with you. So please hit me up with your comments and your experiences as well, and just encourage someone, because we are building a community here. So as you share your story, there's someone else who will listen to your story. They will be encouraged and they will be inspired, because sometimes when you go through these tough moments, the scheme of the enemy is to remind us that we are alone. It is to ensure that it keeps you in that kakona where you're thinking you're the only one, like ni wewe peke yako. And by the way, that's just a lie from hell. It's a lie. It's a legit lie. And my encouragement to all of us is that regardless of which particular season we are in, it actually does get better. For those who are celebrating, it can actually get better than it is right now. And so also my encouragement to you who is celebrating is to empathize with those of us who are going through trying times. It is easier for us to reach out to them than it is for them to reach out to us. So encourage a sister, encourage a brother, reach out to a friend, and let's just celebrate the goodness of the Lord together as you share your testimony. Because even you who's going through a high, I know there was a time where you are in a valley of some sort. So when you share your story with someone, I am convinced that they will be encouraged and they will be nourished. So let's do this together. Have an amazing time, and I hope you're going for a kesha ama mahali kurukishia mwaka. Let's usher in the year in style. I love you and looking forward to interacting with you. Bye.